What's up, SNA Assassinators? Sorry about that. It took me like about 15 minutes just to make the second clip. I was having some webcam difficulties, but as what I was saying on to the review video on the post show Raw after the biggest party of the summer, and yeah, sorry about that. Even though I might have passed my limit, but at the same time, it's been a few days since the last time that happened to me. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Let's hope I can make it until the second half of the review. But as what I was saying before that interrupted me, this is where we got Damian Priest. Then said I knew you were gonna do this, and I shouldn't have trusted your ass in the first place, which that's what Damian Priest told JD McDonough. Oh, it's over here. Here you go. You can put it in the back. But anyways, Assassinators, this is where Damian Priest then continued by saying,
"Did you say something last night?"
Yeah, I did. That's where he sent JD McDonough by saying the beating tonight that he's gonna give him it's gonna be a long time coming from the last year, and and he never was the one that wanted him in the first place in the Judgment Day because he knew what was gonna be the case, but. What was gonna transpire? Once he become a member, he's gonna get into the Finn's head, and maybe that's partially the reason why Finn Balor did what he did this past Saturday, because he's been listening to others that's trying to tear down the Judgment Day, being the perfect faction like they were until we got some members coming in, like if it was not JD, it was Carlito, and then even Liv Morgan trying to get in by replacing Rhea by taking everything that she loves and what she has. But let's move on to that. This is where we got the match, and Damian Priest gave a beating that JD's probably never going to forget, and he's going to even admit that, yeah, he still remembers that. And this is where then we got. But before we do get the matches where we got Kathy Kelly, then was in an interview with Braun Breaker with his newly won Intercontinental, and this is where he's you should know all the guys around here, and and I was not talking about exactly the main roster shows like Raw or SmackDown. I'm talking about NXT, since day one, less than 3 years, it took me to become the new Intercontinental Championship for exactly 3 months. He's I've been there less than three years, but it took me less than 3 months of becoming Intercontinental Champion since I've been on the main roster. And he's and he was like, and I don't have to worry about having somebody behind my back because I'm actually still the hunter, even as champion. The rest of the locker room, is the hunted. I'm going to be coming for everyone before they come to me. I wouldn't pour in that work up the nerves to convince themselves they have the courage to take this from me. He's I feel absolutely sorry for them for attempting to. And it's there's some that say I was born for the championship and I was born for this moment. No, I don't say that. This championship was born for me. To sit right here on my shoulder here in the left, consistently, and let me prove it to you, Kathy. And this is where he showed the side plates, the custom side plates that says his name. This is where he's you see that? This is where Kathy nodded the yes. This is where he showed on camera. And this is where it's this is my name bolted into my championship. There's not a man on this planet that can take this name, which is my name, off of this exact belt. Or title, actually, he said, yeah. And this is where the fans start barking all over around the arena. This is where we got Pat McAfee hilariously did a bark for himself. This is where we got Kathy Kelly didn't say I believe there's probably a lot more members on the roster that need to be put on notice by Mr. Breaker. So back to you, Pat and Cole. This is where we got the match about to start, where Damian Priest was entering the ring right after JD did. This is where we got That's where Damian Priest start slamming him around, tossing him around like if he was the Big Show to Dave the JD is him being the Brock Lesnar in this fight. But this is where we got Damian Priest, and he even did a very funny flopping what's that flopping flapjack right onto the canvas. This is where he hits a big right knuckle right into the head of JD. This is where we got Damian Priest and Irish whip to the right side. This is where he do from the right side towards the left side, but this is where once he got him right, he bowed his head way before JD McDonough was even coming his way. He gets kicked instantly right into the head, which that was a big mistake from the Punisher. This is where we got Damian Priest that managed to bounce right back from making a huge mistake like that. This is where he sent him right to the bottom right side. Oh, no, wait, no, he didn't do that. This is where once he gets kicked right in the head, this is where he gets hit with a big right hand again, right into the head. This is where JD McDonough was like, what day is it? And this is where then Damian Priest is like, Judgment Day. And then this is where then JD McDonough's like, oh, yeah, it is. And then this is where then he's like, and you're about to get executed right here in this turnbuckle. This is where JD McDonough's like, oh, no, I'm not. And he moved right out of the way. This is where Damian Priest hits right into the turnbuckle. This is where we got JD McDonough start going right on cue with the shoulder right into the midsection. This is where we got them stomping right onto this is where JD McDonough starts stomping around with Damian Priest. This is where the referee's like, stop it, or you will be DQ'd. No, I will not hesitate with count. It's like 1, 2. This is where JD McDonough's like, okay, if that makes you happy. This is where he goes right to the upper right side. This is where he goes back down in the bottom. This is where he hits the drop kick while the fans start chanting JD sucks. This is where JD was like, really? Like, you're really talking about me? Like the only person that sucks in here is the only people that sucks in this area is you guys in general and Damian Priest in particular tonight. And then this is where he starts stomping them around. This is where then he hits an elbow strike. This is where we got what else happened? It was that's where then we got JD McDonough then pick. That's where then he hits a big forearm right into the jaw, right in his left jaw, actually, right onto Damian Priest. This is where he hits a right slap, but this is where Damian Priest hits a big right forearm right to his face, but this is where JD McDonough hits a punch right back. This is where JD hits another right hand right into the face, into his left side, actually. This is where JD McDonough hits the right hand. This is where he try to hit a couple of blows, but this is where Damian Priest then hit a right leg is swinging slide kick right in the ribs, send him right to the right corner on the ring side there. That's where we got Pat McAfee saying he can't get his ass out of the ring. I was like, yeah, he sure did. This is where we got. This is where Carlito then walked by and try to help out JD McDonough. This is where we got Michael Cole hilariously called him Carly when he said that's not cool. And I was like, oh my god, like this guy has been the GOAT in commentary ever since Triple H took control in creative. But anyway, this is where we got Damian Priest then what's his name? Damian Priest then try to go for JD McDonough. But he's like, I have a better idea. How about I take care of Carlito right here, right now, so I don't have to worry about him doing some outside shenanigans while I'm trying to finish off the Irish Ace. And he's like, and you trying to be like me, huh? Like you're a guy that's been a known figure in this business like 20 years or even 15 years before I even got in here. And he's like, and why are you trying to be like me? And this is where then JD McDonough scared him right off into the other side. He got back in the ring, but he went. But this is where Carlito fell right in the back on the outside. But this is where we got Damian Priest then try to go for a power slam, but this is where we got Carlito trying to go for a distraction where he's not looking. But this is where we got JD McDonough. Then this is where he nearly snake-eyed JD right into the corner. But this is where JD McDonough flips right out of it. This is where he hits him face first right into the ring post. This is where we got JD McDonough got back in the ring. This is where